We're starting in 1 minute. Just checking that the presenter is here.
Yes, Alina, I am here. Don't worry.
Okay. Wow. So I can see already a lot of people in the room. So without further ado, I will introduce our next presenter, Merve Bako, who will be talking about exploring the quality of ChatGPT-generated multiple choice questions in her work in progress presentation. Merve is an experienced English language instructor and teacher trainer based in Istanbul. She holds a BA in Foreign Languages Education and an MA in TESOL. Since 2014, she has taught EAP at Yildiz Technical University, designing and delivering lessons and preparing students for exams. She conducts workshops on AI integration in ELT, and she shares insights on AI and education through social media. With expertise in curriculum development, assessment, and test item writing, she has served as a level coordinator and test developer. Merve has presented at international conferences advocating for innovative teaching strategies and digital tools in education. Would you like to share your slides?
Yes, yes, thank you very much. Okay, let's do this. Let's first go to share the PowerPoint. Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. So as Alina kindly introduced, my name is Merve and today I'm going to talk about it's an exploratory story. Exploratory study. Let me just emphasize it one more time. I just was curious about the performance of ChatGPT questions, ChatGPT generated questions, and I wanted to, just see how they are performing through item analysis. I have conducted an item analysis. So if we let's check the literature, what people say. But before we start with the literature, I find it valuable to share the information related to AI or ChatGPT to be specific, because every day a new improvement is coming. So if you just don't check one day, so you will just fall behind automatically. So these are the recent developments. ChatGPT announced deep research, which allows us to conduct multi-step research task. And then last week they announced ChatGPT-4.5, as Shah demonstrated for us. I don't have the paid account because that's why I couldn't just try it. And it is sorry everyone, just I got distracted. Okay, just I'm moving on. Okay. Okay. So they say with Orion, it is the largest model, obviously, and it has increased intuition and reduced hallucination. So we will see. And other news related to ChatGPT is that Estonia started using ChatGPT at high schools. And yesterday I read about university collaboration of OpenAI and Oxford, which is great. They are opening Bodleian Library collection, which has never been digitized before, and they are going to use these to train the large language models. So that being said, so we can talk about, as you're all aware, ChatGPT has a lot of advantages for language learners, for students. So we can say that increased motivation, problem solving abilities, easy access to information, a lot of things. As for teachers, we can definitely say that it reduces the teacher's workload, because I myself is trying that, and I can like, I'm confident in that. And also we can like create a lot of classroom materials and assessment content, let's say. But of course, together with the advantages comes the disadvantages. So the most important problem, the central problem, is it might diminish critical thinking. That's what we all should be focusing on. So if we use too much AI, does the critical thinking reduce in our students? Or we might like question the creativity of the students. And also another thing to be questioned is the misinformation, unreliable, inaccurate information. So these are the like disadvantages of the ChatGPT, let's say. And here Mediado like put together a great review of how to use ChatGPT in language assessment. So yes, we can use ChatGPT to create questions. Yes, we can like use ChatGPT to score the exams. It's as an automated scorer, and we can give feedback to our students using ChatGPT. And also we can like create a customized, adaptive, and cost-effective assessment system in our schools with our students, right? Yes, we can do all these, and I'm sure as the people who are like interested in the technology, I am sure somehow you all try this. And but how about the quality? How good the output from ChatGPT or from any AI model is? So what I have done, I first prepared some questions using the ChatGPT 4.0 Plus account. And I use this iteration, and I just like write some prompt, refine the prompt, write the prompt, refine the prompt. This is how it went. And I revised the material, but I didn't do it in detail. I just I tried to choose the best question, but I didn't touch the question. So question remained as ChatGPT prepared, but I just tried to choose the best ones. All right, so, and this was my initial prompt. As you see in the orange part, I have given the context. And then in the green part, I have provided the level of the students. And then in the purple part, I defined the task, what I want from ChatGPT, what is the task, and then I iterated. So, but here, yeah, I did that, but in the yellow part, I just included some constraints. This was the first prompt, the initial prompt, and then I get this answer. So multiple choice or restatement or closest meaning questions, we use them a lot in Turkey in like national English language exams. And also in our institutional proficiency exam. This is a question type we use, because I believe that it gives insight to find the closest meaning to the students. So it just like tests a lot of objectives. So when you look at here, the question root, the original sentence is pretty short, because I wanted it to be at B1 level, and this is like A2 level or something like that. So that's why I just have written another prompt. Now I am iterating, refining the prompt. So should be longer and more complex. So this is what I get. So this is a better route. But I didn't like it still. That's why I provide some sample questions from our institutional exam. So after that, after I provide these institutional questions, I got the best answers, best output from ChatGPT. And this was one example. And I just like, after that, I started choosing the questions. I prepared, as Olena shared, you need to like prepare more questions than you need. So I just prepared like 50 or 60 questions. And then I chose 20 of them, 20 of the best productions. And then I put the questions in Google Forms, and then I sent the teachers in our institution an email with the link. And the teachers shared the questions with the students at the B1 level, and the students are B1 level EFL learners at a public university in Istanbul, Turkey, the university I am working at. I was planning to conduct this with the all B1 level students, like around 500, but the administration allowed me to conduct this study only on the last day of the school. That's why the students didn't show up. That's why only 66 students participated. Although I have smaller participation rate, I still wanted to report the results. That's why, yeah, it just gave me, I will just do it one more time with a larger group. So I did item analysis. You might ask, why did you do the item analysis? Why not use a questionnaire or use, I don't know, reviewers, or as Olena mentioned, item response theory? So in Rodriguez and Torrealba, they conducted a research, and they said that it is difficult and expensive. So in my case, just a moment, everyone, sorry. In my case here, my context is better suited for item analysis, and I think it will give a better insight, and it will provide quantitative results. So as part of the item analysis, I calculated item facility, item discrimination, and distractor analysis. So through item analysis, because through item analysis, we can assess the quality of the items and the test as a whole. Yeah, you might not think this as a whole test, because there's only single type of questions, because our school is huge, there are 3,000 students, so I'm not allowed to conduct a whole test, so it is too big. So, and we can check the performance of each of the test items and decide which items work best, and we can decide if an item discriminates well between the more able and the less able students. So let's see. I'm going to share the Excel file with you, in which I will I will show you how I did the analysis. So here we go. So first I calculated the item analysis, item facility. So basically this is the formula. So you just divide the number of students who answered an item correctly by total number of the students. So, and this is the interpretation. And then you get, as a result of this formula, you get the p-value, which is the percentage of the students who answered an item correctly. So if an item is answered correctly by more than 70% of the students, it means it's an easy item. So I color-coded here to make things easier for you, just to see it. It's green. So easy means green. So check here, check the Excel file. So we have 17 items highlighted in green. So which means 17 out of 20 items were easy. Okay, so it might be a problem, but not always. We have to check the other information as well. So the other information is item discrimination. So what is item discrimination? So you just order the students from high performing to low performing. If you have a large group, more than 100, you compare the top 27 to bottom 27%. But if it's a small group, less than 100, like this one here, I just compare the top 1/3 to the bottom 1/3. Okay, so what should I understand here from this analysis? So I'm just checking. So what is the common sense? So the students in the upper group should answer this item correctly. But the students in the lower group should answer this item correctly less far less than the upper group. So check here. So this one looks okay, but I want you to check this one. So 22 students answered correctly in the upper group, 21 in the lower group. So this item doesn't discriminate at all, as you see here. It doesn't tell apart between the more able and the less able students. So again, color coding. So if it is red, it means it's a poor item. The item cannot discriminate between high performing and the low performing students. So look at here, red, 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 red. So I have 11 items here color coded in red. So it means like 11 of the questions are poor items. They can't discriminate well between high performing and low performing students. Okay, so I can say that, okay, this ChatGPT is not doing well so far. So let's do the distractor analysis. So distractor analysis is to see the performance of the distractors. So are they good distractors, or like this one, like item 7, nobody have chosen this. So if nobody has chosen it, you have to revise it. So you know that's common sense. Or if it is like a good distractor and 25% of the students chose it. But look at here. I just red and green. So green is the correct answer, and 26 students chose it. But here, 36 students chose the wrong answer, more than the number of the students who chose the correct answer. So it's a problem. It is a red flag about this distractor. So we will look at the question. So, and overall, when you look at here, if an item is like very easy and it doesn't discriminate, we have to remove it. So here I have 11 items. I highlighted these ones like in the blue. So 11 items are like this. So they are very easy and they don't discriminate well between the students, between the high performing and low performing students. So item 1 looks good, right? It looks like moderate and it discriminates well between the good and the bad students. And no, high performing and low performing students. But the distractor analysis says something here. So let's check the first question only. I'm going to show you the questions very briefly. And here we go. So you tell me what the problem here. So 54% of the students chose this one, this option, incorrect option. And 39% of the students chose the correct option. What do you think? What is the problem? Can you share with me through the chat? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let me check if no one chose. Yeah, 3 people chose option B. 1 person chose option C. But as one of you, thank you. Yeah, it's a double key. There are like 2 correct answers. So you might think I should have reviewed it better. Normally there were like more questions like this, but I just like reviewed and removed that. But this one I just didn't realize. So you have to be more careful. So while you are like using ChatGPT produced questions, so it might happen. So and I'm just like almost finishing, so let me move on to just a moment here. What can I say? So according to results of this study or exploration, let's say, some multiple choice questions were poorly prepared by ChatGPT. Sometimes the correct option was the longest option. Sometimes there were like 2 correct answers. Sometimes options were irrelevant to the question root, and sometimes, as Olina also mentioned, the correct option was not properly paraphrased, and the students can like directly catch the correct answer. So, and in previous studies also reported some inaccurate assessment as part of while they're like mentioning ChatGPT assessment, and most of the multiple questions are easy, and this result also aligns with what Olina has also mentioned. So, and Rodriguez Royalba's study also find that they are easy to answer because it requires minimal reasoning and inference. So higher order thinking skills are missing here. And then human touch is definitely needed. We need to keep humans in loop because we cannot trust ChatGPT alone to just provide the questions. So humans need to like check the questions very carefully. You can only like use ChatGPT as a first step. So yeah, everyone, do you have any questions? Let me share my contact info, so feel free to contact, and I'm waiting for your